performing the tourniquet practical today. The first thing you want to do before you decide to do the tourniquet is to evaluate the scene and make sure it's safe to perform there and you don't need to move your patient. So if the scene is safe and you have enough time and space to do it, you want to evaluate your patient and see whether or not you really actually need a tourniquet, because if you can apply enough pressure to stop the blood flow, that's your first option. In the case of an amputation, you're probably going to need a tourniquet, obviously. But if you're putting pressure and it just keeps bleeding through whatever you're holding down, in this case just this rag, you're going to have to apply a tourniquet. I'm using this pin here as my mechanical advantage, or the windlass, and I'm just going to wrap this around and make a half hitch and pull that tight. And then you're going to put the mechanical advantage in the middle of your half hitch, tie another half hitch on top, and then you're going to start turning the mechanical advantage until the blood flow stops and there's no more blood going. And you're just going to keep doing that. I'm going to stop so I don't actually cut off my mom's blood flow. And in most cases, the mechanical advantage here is kind of small, so I'm not going to tie it off. You can ask either a patient or a bystander to hold it so the windlass doesn't unspin and create more blood and potentially bleeding out. And then once you're done with that, you're going to write a T on your patient's head and the time that you applied the tourniquet, so that people know like when it was applied, so that she could be properly treated and the tissue doesn't start dying in her arm. And that's it for the tourniquet practical.